Now, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, Clipse, Tyler the Creator, and Drake, well, now, if you are ready to see how the 2026 Grammy nominations are here, and with this, we have never seen the shift in hip-hop be more prevalent in a major cultural event, and while at the same time, we have never seen the fall-off of Drake and all the losers look even worse, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And now, really, as we are about to see how the work that the best rappers have done is really about to materialize within a way where there is just a chance to achieve and reach a greater horizon than we have ever seen before now, and while at the same time, well, not just did most grifter and pathetic rappers not even get nominated this year, but well, for the ones who did, like Drake, they are showing how forgotten they are being by the rest of the culture. Really make sure to leave a like, because we are gonna need it, because this is really about to be a good one. So now, when it comes to the Grammys, well, listen, we are just going to start off with what matters most, which now with Kendrick Lamar and the run he has had between G and X and then the feature he did on Let God Sort Him Out. Well, Kendrick is doing some big things as he is leading the entire award show and putting on for not just hip-hop but all of music as the most nominated artist, as he has a total of 9 nominations, which, just for comparison, the artists who come close to that are Lady Gaga with 7, and then Sabrina Carpenter, Bad Bunny, and Leon Thomas have 6. And so for Kendrick Lamar, he is already doing big numbers. And now when it comes to a lot of the categories, well, in both hip-hop and outside of hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar is winning big. As if we just go to the best rap album category, well, the nominees are Glorilla with Glorious, JID with God Does Like Ugly, and then Kendrick Lamar with GNX, Tyler the Creator with Chromacopia, and Clipse with Let God Sort Him Out. And now with this, I am not mad at this category at all, because obviously, as I've been saying, Kendrick, Tyler, and Clipse seem to be locks for this, and they really do deserve it, as they all had classic albums, I think. And with Glorilla and Jid just filling out this category, I think it is a great representation of just some of the other players who are doing good in hip-hop and who are doing more better for the genre than worse. And so I just can't be mad about that. So congratulations to Glorilla, and especially congrats to JID, who I am going to be really excited to see him here, hopefully standing next to Kendrick, Tyler, and Clipse, and just putting on a great display for hip-hop. But now for the general album of the year, this is where things get very interesting, is now who's nominated for this category? Well, it's none other than Clipse with Let God Sort Him Out, Kendrick Lamar with GNX, Tyler the Creator with Chromacopia, Leon Thomas with Mutt, Justin Bieber with Swag, Lady Gaga with Mayhem, Bad Bunny with his album, and then Sabrina Carpenter with her record Man's Best Friend. And now with this category, once again now, there's a lot of things we need to address here, which just in of itself, the last time there was a rap album in this category, it was Kendrick Lamar and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So to now see 3 representatives from the hip-hop world, in of course Kendrick, Clipse, and Tyler, who I've been saying are the real new big 3, that is absolutely huge. It is saying so much. And you know, while there is some really good competition, like Leon Thomas, he's had a good year, Justin Bieber's obviously a big name, Lady Gaga's a big name, Bad Bunny has a lot of momentum, and Sabrina Carpenter is somebody the industry is consistently pushing up, I really do think that it's hip-hop's year to win this, and whether it ends up being Kendrick or Clipse most likely, because I don't think that Tyler is just gonna get it over either of them, although he could, it really has to be hip-hop's year to take home this Album of the Year award, which even just in terms of having 3 nominations, it's giving rap one of the best chances it has ever had to take this award home. And hip-hop is finally on the brink of, well, doing what has not been done since 2004 in Outkast in taking home this award. And I just really hope that Kendrick, or at the very least Clipse or Tyler, ends up getting something here. And now with some of the other categories like Record of the Year, Kendrick Lamar has managed to keep hip-hop's strength within this space, as here the nominees are Kendrick and SZA with Luther, and Doechie's also here, and then Bad Bunny, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Chappell Rowan, and Rose and Bruno Mars have songs here. And I mean, while you look at these songs, there are some big records. I do think that Luther very well could take this, because I really don't know what else would and what else would fully make sense. And then for Song of the Year, it's pretty much the exact same songs, and Luther is here once again. So either with either of these categories, which Kendrick did take home both of them last year, I think there is a chance that Kendrick could get another one of these big awards, which would just be huge. And now if we just look at the rest of the rap categories, well, for Best Rap Performance, Kendrick is nominated twice with TV Off and Chains and Whips with Clipse, and then Cardi B got a nomination for Outside, Doechii is here, and Tyler the Creator and Tizo Touchdown are here for Darling I. And then for Best Rap Song, it's once again Doechii, and then Clipse with The Birds Don't Sing, Tyler with Sticky, Glorilla with TGIF, and Kendrick with TV Off, which also seems like it could be a potential win, although I could see it going to Clipse and I couldn't be mad. And then for Best Melodic Rap Performance, we have Friday and Meek Mill Proud of Me, which was an incredible record. So shout out to that being nominated. It's nice to see an underrated track get there. And then JID, Ty Dolla $ign, and Black with Wholeheartedly, which is another cool track. And then Kendrick consistent with Luther. And then Terrace Martin and Rhapsody got a nomination, which is cool. And then Party Next Door and Drake with Somebody Loves Me, which now with this category, when you really look at it and see Luther versus Somebody Loves Me, it's almost like another mini battle between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And just with Drake getting a Grammy nomination, I'm sure he's going to lose. And it's honestly funny that he got this one little thing and really has not seemed to get anything else. And I'm sure Kendrick will end up taking this. So just to see Drake get laughed out of the building one more time, well, honestly, it's funny. And it's great that his music got submitted to the Grammys somehow. And you know, speaking of submitting their music to the Grammys, no matter what Drake is going to try to do to deflect any responsibility to the fact that he even cares about this show, and they're trying to say that Party Next Door submitted their songs, just to see Drake get barely any acknowledgement. And even if we go to the general R&B category and all of the R&B categories for songs, which is where they submitted most of the SSS for You album too, well, to just see these guys strike out and to not get a single look. And for Drake, well, this exit and escape for hip hop that he tried to get, and I guess this album of the year win that he tried to get within another genre, well, you are not going to get that, Cupcake, and you gotta stay in hip hop because this is the category and this is the space that you have chosen to operate in. Well, I just love to see that. And really for SSS for You, I am sure a lot of the voters were confused why it was even in the R&B category. Because listen, while there is a lot of auto-crooning and a lot of Drake horrible singing, there is still a ton of rapping on the majority of that record. And it's really no different than a lot of the other Drake albums where he's just doing whatever he possibly can to try and make things go by. And so just seeing that this is about to be another bad year for Cupcake at the award show, seeing him just get rejected from R&B while hip-hop is having the biggest year it has had in years with now 3 rappers leading the Album of the Year nominations. Again, everything here just feels so poetic and feels like it could not have been scripted better if they tried to. And so aside from all of those where Kendrick and Clipse are dominating and Drake is being erased, some other notable nominations tend to come in the hip-hop space from Tyler the Creator, who with Don't Tap the Glass got nominated for Best Alternative Album, which really does look like a winnable category, as you can see. And then also Tyler the Creator, and I'm kind of surprised that Kendrick didn't get nominated here, but I guess I can't complain too much because he's really just dominated in so many other ways, is nominated for Best Album Cover alongside Bad Bunny and some other artists and their records. And I think with Chromacopia here, this is another spot and another place where he can potentially get a win. And so overall, when we just look at the way hip-hop is stacking up at the Grammys and the way these 3 superstar talents in Kendrick Lamar, the Clipse, and Tyler the Creator have pretty much set rap up to potentially have one of its most dominant years that we have ever seen. And you know, it is going to be amazing to hopefully see all of the rap stars just pop out and, you know, try to make some sort of a bigger statement that is just speaking to something much greater. And really with all of that, that's really what's at stake here. Because for Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, or Clipse to take center stage at the biggest award show and just do something in the biggest category that nobody has been able to do since Outkast, this is genuinely just so important for hip-hop. And I think as rap fans, everybody should be rooting for these 3 artists especially because they just have a chance to really continue what they have been doing all year and since their runs have started respectively, and elevate the craft and culture to places and heights that really we would have never seen. And if Kendrick Lamar never would have did what he did against Drake, we probably would have never got to. And so for Kendrick, Clipse, Tyler, and all the other great rappers nominated, Big congratulations, and I am wishing all of you luck, because when it comes to these Grammys and when it comes to what's at stake and what's about to go down, things have just never been more important to take home, and it's really just never been more important to make a statement. And so yeah, that's all I got today. Let me know your thoughts on the Grammy nominations, what every artist is pulling off here, what every artist got. Do you think anybody was snubbed really bad, like Playboi Carti, for example? He did not receive any nominations. And do you think any artist out of Kendrick, Clipse, or Tyler, or anybody else should be winning? Please let me know any of your predictions in the comments below. Do you think Kendrick Lamar is going to win every single award he can? And do you think a lot of these other guys are going to continue to make it big? Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about all of this, and if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out a ton. And now, if you want to see how right before this, well, speaking of rap resetting and the good guys getting some big wins, the worst industry plant maybe of all time's entire career just finally ended. Well, you're not going to want to miss this one, so check out the suggested video.